All right, guys, so this is the Falcon X1 flashlight. Now, this thing's crazy. Okay, this thing is super, super bright. If you're looking for a flashlight, you're going to want to consider one of these. Okay, let's go over it. Now, with this flashlight, which is right here, now this thing is solid. It is got some weight. It's solid. It's impact resistant. So if you drop it, it's going to hold up to a beating. Now, what I like about this flashlight is that it is a rectangle. So normal flashlights, when they're round and you put it on the ground, they roll, right? So they're hard to control. This is going to be a lot easier to use or to point at something by placing it on a surface. It's not going to roll around. Now, this thing uses Cree LEDs. Now, if you don't know anything about LEDs, Cree is like top of the line. They're the most durable, the most reliable, and they're extremely bright. It has 3 of them in here. So each one of these can go out to 6,000 lumens, which is extremely bright. And then it has a burst mode. So it's going to burst out to 12,000 lumens. Like, this thing lights up the whole neighborhood, okay? Now, the great thing about this is the power button is on the front, so it's easy to manage with your thumb. So you're going to have easy access. You're not going to be fumbling like flashlights when you have it on the back side on the bottom. So it's going to be super easy for you to manage with the button here. Now, you can do everything with just simple clicks. One click will just turn it on. Now, if you hold it, it's actually going to cycle through the different brightnesses. So just holding it down. Now, when you get to the brightness that you want, you're going to let go of the button and it'll remember where it is. So now I'll turn it off. I'll turn it back on and it'll be at that same brightness. So that's really cool. Now, another thing is when you turn it off, it does have the SOS mode and it does have strobe mode. So if you click the button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, now we're on strobe. If I click it 3 more times again, it'll go into the SOS mode. 1, 2, 3. So now we're in the SOS mode. Now, if I turn this off and turn it back on, it resets. Now, if you want to go into burst mode, that means turning on all 3 of these LEDs to the brightest. I mean, it's going to drain your battery really quickly, but if you need that extra light, you're going to actually click this 4 times. So we'll turn it off, turn it on. Now I'm going to get it 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Check it out. There's the bright mode. I mean, this thing is crazy bright. Let me turn off my lights. Look at this. I mean, it lights up. It'll light up the whole neighborhood. I mean, this thing is bright. Now, it won't stay on forever because it's going to drain your battery. So we go ahead and turn that off. And by doing that, and then when you turn it off, it does reset. So now we're back to, now if I hold it down, it'll cycle through. So just like that. Okay, so now you got all that. Another cool feature is on the bottom, it does have mounting holes for a bracket. So if you want to put this on a scooter or maybe a bicycle or a motorcycle, you can do that. So there's an optional mount for that. And then of course, the batteries inside are replaceable. So on the back, you can actually take out the screws and replace the batteries. So that's a nice feature. And then another cool thing is this thing's going to generate quite a bit of heat because when these Cree bulbs go or these Cree LEDs start cranking out, it has a fan. So the fan is going to turn on and it actually cools it down. I mean, how many flashlights do you know that have a fan in them? So this thing is super cool. Now, besides the flashlight, you do get a case right here and it does have the belt loop. So you can protect it or keep it in your truck, keep it in your vehicle, what have you. And that just slides right in there just like that. So you do have that, which is a great accessory. And then, of course, it does come with a lanyard right here. So that'll be on your wrist, and it has some extra cord right there. And then it does, of course, like they all do, come with a USB-C charger. Now, this thing charges at 27 watts. So what that means is it's going to charge extremely fast. So it's going to charge in a couple hours. So you're not going to have to wait because the batteries in this are quite big. But anyways, so this is the X1 by WUBEN. I mean, this thing is amazing. I mean, if you're looking for a flashlight, consider one of these. And then another thing I forgot to tell you about is it is rated IP55. What that means is it is water resistant for 55 minutes underwater. So, I mean, you're not going to take it scuba diving, but if you drop it in the puddle, you drop it in the lake, it gets wet, you're out in the elements, you're not going to have any problems with this. So it's going to be water resistant for up to 55 minutes in water. So that's a nice rating and something to consider. So if you're going to be outdoors, this is going to be a great flashlight, super reliable, and it's going to be there for you when you need it.